The night in 2029 isn't dark, it's gray. It is the color of static. You are standing on the roof of a brutalist building, feeling the acid wind cut your face. But your attention isn't on the cold. It is on the watch on your wrist, a mechanical analog watch that cannot be hacked. 12 minutes remain. 12 minutes to the bottleneck. 12 minutes until the digital lords, operating from their refrigerated bunkers, drain the residential electricity of the entire city to feed Project Stargate, the $100 billion supercomputing cluster attempting to birth an artificial consciousness tonight. You are Elias. You are 55 years old, and inside your jacket pocket, you carry something that shouldn't exist. A cold drive, a storage device disconnected from the cloud. Inside it is a video file. It is not a digital mirage. It is not AI pasta. It is the raw, dirty, imperfect recording of an Omnicorp board meeting. The file proves that the green rationing killing thousands of elderly people in public hospitals isn't an environmental crisis. It is a harvest. They are shutting down life support for useless humans to keep the AI servers running. But you are not alone on the roof. The access door behind you explodes, not with fire but with sound. A sonic pulse disorients your inner ear. From the smoke emerges Vector. Vector doesn't look like a monster. He looks like the perfect son-in-law. Tailored suit, hydrated skin, sympathetic smile. He is an optimizer, a human from the elite who has implanted neural interfaces to process data at machine speed. He doesn't walk, he calculates trajectories. Elias, Vector says. His voice is smooth, modulated to inspire maximum trust based on biometric analysis of your heartbeat. Hand over the drive. The predictive model says there is a 99.4% chance you will fall from this building if you try to run. Efficiency demands cooperation. You smile. It is a crooked human smile, full of teeth stained by hand-ground coffee. Your model forgot a variable, Vector, you reply, backing toward the edge. Which one? Vector tilts his head, processing. The suicide factor. You jump. The fall lasts 3 seconds. It isn't suicide, it is calculated physics. You trigger the manual rappel line you secured to the stone gargoyle hours earlier. The rope snaps tight, your bones crack with the impact of deceleration, and you crash through the window of the 40th floor, rolling into an abandoned corporate office. You are alive. The machine predicted rational self-preservation. You used Surplexity, the human irrationality that breaks the algorithm's prediction. But the hunt has begun. You run through dark corridors. The building is a maze of empty cubicles, relics of the old workforce decimated by the expertise trap. Where accountants and analysts once sat, now there is only dust. The sound of buzzing drones outside gets closer. They are using thermal vision integrated into the city grid. You need to reach the bunker. You descend the fire escape, ignoring the elevator. The elevator is a digital trap. It would stop and deliver you. You reach the street. The solar city shines with neon holographic ads selling synthetic happiness. Autonomous cars glide silently. You cannot use an autonomous car. They belong to the system. You run into a filthy alley. There, under a dirty tarp, is your chariot. A 1998 Ford, combustion engine, fully analog. No GPS, no connected fuel injection, no voice assistant. It is an island of dumb metal in a sea of intelligent surveillance. You turn the key. The engine coughs, chokes, and roars. It is loud. It is polluting. It is beautiful. You peel out onto the main avenue, weaving between electric vehicles obediently following their lanes. Vector is on your tail now. A black SUV, armored, silent as death, appears in the rearview mirror. The city's traffic system turns red, all lights close against you. The algorithm is trying to box you in, creating a traffic cage. "Jax, I need a route!" You scream into the shortwave radio on the dashboard. On the other end, through the static, comes Jax's voice. She is young, 20 years old, part of the dark social resistance. She isn't on the internet. She operates from a deactivated subway substation, using stolen fiber optic cables to create a local intranet. "The grid is closing, Elias!" Jax screams. "Vector hacked the sewage system! He's going to blow the manholes in front of you in 30 seconds!" Give me an analog exit, Jax. Stop looking at the screens. Look at the paper map. Okay. The old overpass. The structure was condemned in 2024. It's not in the AI's traffic database. They think there's no road there. You yank the wheel, jumping the curb and smashing through the guardrail. The car leaps onto the crumbling overpass. Behind you, Vector's SUV slams on the brakes. His AI won't allow him to enter a zone classified as non-navigable terrain. Obedience to the rules saved your life. The machine's hallucination is thinking the map is the territory. You reach the industrial suburb. The watch marks 2 minutes to the Bottleneck. Jax's hideout is an old lead-lined bookstore. You skid inside. Jax is there, surrounded by makeshift servers cooled by noisy ceiling fans. "The file!" she demands, extending a trembling hand. You hand over the drive. She plugs it into an air-gapped terminal. "We need to authenticate this," she says. "If we upload the video without the C2PA signature, Omnicorp's defense AI will classify it as a deepfake in 0.3 seconds and delete it from public consciousness. It will become trash in the digital cemetery. Run the chain of generation," you order. "Link the biometric signature of the director who recorded it." Jax types furiously. "I'm trying, but their system is recursive. They're using AI pasta to flood our connection with noise. They're generating millions of fake versions of the video right now to dilute the original. It's a targeted snowball of garbage." On the screen, you see the upload fail. 10%, 15%, stuck. Suddenly, the lights in the bookstore turn red. The front door melts. Vector didn't knock. He used an industrial cutting laser. He enters, flanked by 2 combat drones. "End of the line, Elias," Vector says without sweating. He holds a weapon that doesn't look like a gun, but a focused microwave emitter. "Hand over the data. The Bottleneck starts in 60 seconds. When the power drops, your servers will fry and the data will be corrupted by voltage loss. It's physics. Inevitable." Jax looks at you, terrified. "He's right. We don't have time to upload. The bandwidth is being drained by Stargate." You look at Vector, then at Jax's server, then at the massive truck battery powering the emergency system. "You're thinking like a calculator, Vector," you say, taking off your coat. "And you're thinking like a corpse," the optimizer retorts. "Jax," you whisper, without moving your lips, using a code agreed upon years ago. "The human protocol." Jax's eyes widen. "Elias, this will burn everything!" "Do it!" You run! Not for the exit, but at Vector. It is a stupid move. Suicidal. Vector fires. The microwave beam hits your left shoulder. The pain is blinding, as if your blood is boiling. You fall, screaming. Vector laughs. Pathetic. Biology is so fragile. He approaches to take the drive from the terminal. But your suicidal charge wasn't an attack. It was a distraction. While Vector calculated your body's trajectory, he ignored Jax. Jax wasn't typing code. She was cutting wires. She takes the high-voltage cables from the truck battery and connects them directly to the analog radio transmitter antenna on the roof, bypassing the voltage regulators. "What are you doing?" Vector shouts, his sensors detecting the dangerous energy spike. "We're not uploading to the cloud." You spit blood, smiling from the floor. "We're broadcasting on shortwave, AM/FM radio, analog, to every battery-powered radio, every old car, every emergency sound system in the city." "That's impossible," Vector processes rapidly. "Bandwidth is insufficient for high-resolution video." "We're not broadcasting the video," you say, standing up with difficulty. "We're broadcasting the key, the hashcode, the mathematical proof that the video exists." Vector tries to raise his weapon, but it's too late. Jax pulls the lever. Boom! The bookstore explodes in sparks. The antenna on the roof howls like an electric wolf, frying with the overload of 1,000 amps. But before melting, it screams. It sends a raw, dirty, deafening data pulse across the entire city radio frequency. In the same second, the clock strikes the hour. The Bottleneck. The entire solar city goes dark. The neons die. The Amazon and Alibaba data centers, sucking the last drop of energy, cause a total blackout. Vector's drones drop to the floor, inert. Vector's neural interface suffers a forced reboot from the abrupt grid drop. He falls to his knees, Blind, deaf, disconnected. A god without a socket. The darkness is total. The silence, for the first time in decades, is real. You stand up in the dark. Your shoulder burns, but you are alive. You flick a Zippo lighter. The small, yellow flame illuminates Vector's terrified face as he gropes the floor like a lost child. "Did you lose connection, Vector?" you ask. I can't access the cloud," he stammers, human for the first time. Welcome to reality. The next day, the sun rises for real over the paralyzed city. The power hasn't fully returned, but something has changed. The radio broadcast worked. Thousands of people with old equipment picked up the code. Resistance hackers downloaded the hash. When the internet stumbled back online, the original video was released. And because the hashcode was already distributed across thousands of disconnected devices, Omnicorp's AI couldn't delete it. Every censorship attempt was rejected by the decentralized proof you created. The video went viral, not via the algorithm, but via dark social, people sending to people. The truth about the energy harvest exploded. Protests began. Not digital protests with hashtags, but physical bodies in the streets, blocking the entrances to data centers. You are sitting on a park bench, watching the chaos. Your arm is in a sling. Jack sits next to you, eating a real apple. "Did we win?" she asks. You look at the screen of your old phone. Omnicorp is already issuing AI-generated apologies, trying to control the narrative with new layers of lies. The snowball keeps rolling. "No," you answer. "You don't beat the machine. It is relentless. It will learn from this. The next Vector won't have this flaw." You take the paper notebook out of your pocket. "Then why do we fight?" Jax bites the apple. You open the notebook and write a new date. "Because we are the error in the code, Jax. The machine seeks perfect efficiency. Death is perfect efficiency. Life is the error. Life is the friction. As long as we are capable of surprising them, of doing the illogical, of jumping off buildings and using old radios, we are the drivers." You look at the camera, breaking the fourth wall, looking into the viewer's eyes. They promised that AI would solve everything, that we could sleep while the car drove. But look outside. The car is heading for a cliff. You have a choice now. You can go back to your feed, to the comfort of your AI pasta and your assisted ignorance. You can let Vector pilot your life. Or you can wake up. You can find your own key. You can build your own bunker. The final question isn't what technology will do to you. It's what you will do when the lights go out. Will you be the passenger screaming in the dark? Or will you be the one who lights the lighter? The screen goes black, but the sound of the lighter striking echoes. Click. End of transmission.